Okay, in this lab, we're going to provision our LTM. In the previous lab setup, you should have downloaded the XP machine and the Ubuntu server, and you should have also set up your VMware, and you should have also gone to F5 and created an account and requested a license. So from here, we're going to go to our VMware and to our Big IP client. So on the network adapter, the VMnet 3, we actually need to change this just temporarily to the bridged, so we give the device internet service. Without internet service, our license won't be accepted. So we'll just go ahead and click OK. And now we could power on our machine. And from here, we could also power on our XP client. Okay, and this usually takes a little bit to boot, so it might be a few minutes. Okay, now that we're at the login screen, we could log in, and the user is going to be root. Password will be default, all lowercase. From here, we need to see what IP address the device is. So we'll do ifconfig eth0. Okay, mine is 192.168.1.113. All right, so from this point, we need to go to our desktop, not the XP client, and just open up a browser. And we'll go to https://192.168.1.113. All right, it's going to ask us if we want to go to an unsafe site. And yes, of course I do. Okay, at the login screen, we are going to use admin as username and password. All right, click Next for the setup utility, and we're going to activate. All right, now hopefully you have your email. So I'm just going to copy and paste my license. And then just click Next and accept the license. Okay, and this part's going to take a few minutes as well. It's got to go and contact F5 and make sure your license is valid. Okay, once the license is accepted, we can click Continue. All right, now from here, we just want to close this browser, and now we want to open our XP client. Okay, and then start Internet Explorer. And then while that's starting, we'll just go back to our LTM and we'll type in config and we'll start up the config utility. We'll click, or actually we'll just press enter and then no. And you have to use your arrows, you can't use your mouse here. All right, for our lab, this is going to be 192.168.4.31. We'll click OK. We'll accept the subnet mask. And then we'll change our default gateway. Okay, our default gateway is going to be 4.1. Click yes. Okay, from here, we're going to right click on our big IP. We'll go to settings and we're going to change our network adapter back to VMnet 3. Let's click OK. And on our client, our XP client, we can type in https://192.168.4.31. Okay, now we could just go ahead and continue. And this should give us the login screen for the LTM. Okay, username and password are the same. Admin, admin. Okay, go ahead and click next. Our license is already activated, so we'll just click next. All right, now for provisioning. This trial license is only good for the LTM. So this is going to be nominal. If you want to give it extra RAM, you could give it dedicated. But nominal is usually pretty good just for the lab itself. So just scroll down and click next. Okay, we already have our IP address for the management. Hostname of bigip4.f5trn.com. We'll set our time zone. Mine is Denver. And then username and password. I'm just going to use root and root just to make it easier for this course. And then of course admin, admin. All right, it's going to make me log in again. Okay, now you have to use your new username and password. Of course, mine is still the same. Okay, now we just want standard network configuration. We want to click next and then next. We'll accept the defaults. All right, self IP. We are going to use 172.16.4.31. Subnet mask of 255.255.0.0. And of course, the floating IP is going to be 172.16.4.33. All right, scroll down. So we're going to go down here to VLAN interfaces, and we're going to select 1.2, and we'll move it over to the untagged, and then click next. Okay, our external VLANs. For that, we'll use 10.10.4.31. Subnet mask at 255.255.0.0. Okay, then we'll just go down to the floating IP, and we'll use 10.10.4.33. And we're going to use VLAN interface 1.1, and we'll move it to untagged, and just click next. Okay, for the HA configuration, we're going to select existing VLANs, and we want the internal. Okay, and then just click next. It'll self-populate for you. And we'll click next as well. Okay, we'll just accept these. And accept this one once again. Okay, we're not going to do our HA pairing yet. We'll save that for later in this course. So right now we'll click finished. So now that we have our device provisioned and IP addresses set, we could start configuring the device. All right, from here, we want to make sure we create a backup. So we're going to go to System, and we're going to click Archives. Okay, we're going to create a new one. And I'm going to name it F5 LTM _ base.ucs. And this is going to be the base. We'll actually come back to this later in the course when we actually test our knowledge and recreate everything from scratch. So we'll click Finished. Okay. And then just to be safe, I actually want to download this onto the desktop. So I'll just click on it and then download, save. I'll accept the name. So from here, we're ready to start our future labs.